I can start by telling that I'm educated as original as a nurse, and but I wasn't a nurse for a very long time before I was headhunted into the medtech industry, where I've been working for more than 20 years. Also being a part and member of the medtech board of directors, that was really fun to be a part of. But also, I have always been very interested in innovation, new product development, business development, and in the end, it's always about the mindset of the customer. So working with mindset, you need to be a member of associations where you feel that you can contribute to something, which, you know, after turning 50, you think, now it's really time, I need to do something with my life. And now I went into politics, and I was just recently elected into the municipality here in Lejre, where now is the chairman for the social and for the health. Yes, with that it's called in Danish, but chairman for that. And I feel that it's very interesting that I can use my background, my business knowledge, and now also my, of course, personality. But in the end, it's all about making people to work together. And there's not that much difference in if it's politics or it's business. If you can get your business partners or business competitors to move together for the same cause, you can also create solutions in politics. I think it's something that we need to develop. It's an absolutely essential thing into our society, looking into the demographics of our country, not only here in Denmark, but in the entire society. We need to rethink how we can develop healthcare. Of course, my mindset is always on healthcare, but you can take the same answer if you're looking to business development, if you're looking to climate change, if you look into how you can make brand new buildings, how you can develop the society. But in the end, we need to start with healthcare, because the demographic is telling the own story. And we need to work smarter. We have not labor power enough, and that will not be adjusted in 1 or 2 years. We are facing a reality where we simply don't have the enough hands to do the work, and therefore we need to rethink how we can do this. So every single little effort is a part of this. And I can just mention here that this Friday, Simon Kollerup, he just appointed a new group of people in the COPI, Danish Center of Public and Private Innovation. And in that center, Lejre Municipality is also going to be a member, and this is really, really exciting, because as a very small municipality with only 28,000 people, we don't have any hospitals, we don't have any health care houses, we only have the municipalities. And for that, we simply need to develop some new transforming way of doing the healthcare, so we can prevent people from being re-elected into the hospital and readmitted into hospital, so we can have them being treated at home. And this, I think this creates a new ability to rethink and again use innovation to be a part of people's life and to contribute to make patients' lives safer and healthier. And in the end, it's always about the individual, that you need to feel safe also in your own house. As long as if you want to stay in your house, you should have the at least support so you can stay there and feel safe. Absolutely. I think it cannot stand on its own. We need If I start in another angle, I can say I have worked with corporates for many, many years, and there has been a tendency that all companies, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's about global companies, about global efforts, and it's like the bigger you get, the merrier everything is. And then suddenly you realize that you can come up with beautiful solutions, but in the end, if you don't manage the micromanagement and on the individual side and the actual patient, you need to manage that area. And then suddenly you have like a split where you have the global world and you have the individual private world and actually the private home. And for that, you need to be very humble, and you need to understand how can you impact this patient's life in their own home, in their own being, and make them to understand and take ownership perhaps of their own situation, about their own illness. And if you can mobilize all of this, you will have a new way of doing healthcare. Of course, not all patients has this ability, and therefore you also need to support with the staff that where you really need to support the individual. But the other hand, there can be a big room for where you can use the patient's own skills and all the people around them to help them. And I think this also, especially in the light of Corona, where we have faced that we have been so much on our own, so much alone, but also I think that we have closed ourselves in smaller bubbles where we really understand that we have the power and we have the energy to take the ownership of our own life. I was paying attention to all the nice innovation that is out there, and also I was a little bit, let me say, surprised that I feel that many companies, they are closing themselves around their own idea, and then they get so locked into only one idea that they don't actually look into to see what is already invented, what is already in the market. So I think it's important that you can share this information. So instead of developing just a small part of a solution, that think bigger, think in even more clever solutions, and then perhaps work together. So I was really inspired by the different companies that presented their solutions, but I was also very eager to continue that dialogue, because I really think that we could contribute to each other by having, sharing ideas and then mix all this knowledge individually.